know I have two somewhere, and like that's one of the games.
Yeah.
That's the one I remember playing.
Rival Turf and Brawl Brothers are the two other games.
Let's see. Let's see. I got Rush Beat.
Weird, because I think I played Rival Turf, and I thought, I don't know, maybe I'll check into that. Because I thought I played that, maybe that was the one I rented of the set, and I thought it was like it's supposed to be a sequel to like River City Ransom or something like that. But I think I
Well,
was
it
completely.
plays similar.
It does play similar, though I think it's made by a completely different company and doesn't feature anything even similar to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally remember this cover. Now that I'm looking at the thing.
Just the two whitest
Two
like.
super white '90s guys, like, yeah, Rival Turf, yo.
Okay, I got Rival Turf. What was the other one?
Shit, just switched off that. Uh, Brawl Brothers.
Okay, I know that. Okay,
That one
yeah.
I've never even heard of that game.
Okay,
I was vaguely familiar with the piece
okay, I
game.
got all three then. Cool.
Oh, nice.
So it's like it's your choice, your prerogative. I
Yeah,
put I
it's real weird for me that they had this game and they decided to localize each one as its own thing instead of as part of the series.
well, like I said, it's like no, like when you look at a game like this, you're like, yeah, this is not well, this could fly, this could not fly. I don't know, so let's just
If
run
you've
with.
played Rival Turf before, start up with Rival Turf, and we can just kind of get the talk from there.
All right, well, if it is. Yeah, and then like if we want to do another one later on, we'll do another one later on.
Yeah.
But like you said you wanted to do Star Wars after this.
Yeah, that's going to be my Flashback Fridays for the next couple of weeks, are all going to be each one of the Super Star Wars games.
All right.
So right after Thanksgiving, and then because then the movie will come out. So this week I don't know what the hell I'm going to play, but I'll probably do a more extended write up on this trilogy because it just fascinates me that they decided, you know what, fuck it, we're going to completely change the story. Like I get the character names, but like the Japanese character names are like Rick Norton and
Uzi.
Douglas
Yeah.
Build,
Yeah.
and then they're changed to Uzi and Jack, and I'm like, but those names are already American names. Their names were Kenshiro and Jinpachi, and so we made them like Kyle and Jake. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. Like I wish, I want to know if there is actually someone who has collected the reasoning behind, or get the game started. We'll talk about this then. We'll save it for show.
Well, it's
Me
always that's fine.
me ranting about this now is radical. And I got to remember to send. Miguel wants to find out if my couple PS4 review codes I got are still functional. So I got to send those to him. But I want to get at least the show started. I'll worry about that later tonight.
No, 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 no. Why is this not working?
Well, we'll play whatever one of the games you guys want.
Fucking loud.
Stream it. I'm taking care of a bunch of little things that are floating in the air right now. It'd be great if this was like one of those things where it was like a superhero comic and it literally just shows a bunch of little floating orbs around me that I'm just dealing with. But alas, it is not. It's just my way of describing having interruptions from people via the phone that throw off my whole plan of what I'm doing.
This is good enough. Okay. Just in case if something goes wrong, I'm just gonna have a local recording here. So yeah, let's get started.
All right.
Fuck, I forgot to do one last thing.
One more thing.
Yeah, I realize I'm realized I'm on mute anyway, so it's like. Gotta set the buttons here. Okay. Now we can start.
Alrighty.
Alright, okay. Let's see. Angry mode, no. Jump, normal attack, special attack. Let's make this B. No, actually no. Yeah, that's better. Okay. So I was hoping there was a difficulty mode. I was like, okay, I'll choose this. Jack Flack and Uzi Nelson. We'll pick
With
this
names
guy.
like that, you know they're going to be fun characters to play as.
Uh-huh. Guy with the tightest jeans in the world.
Only way to roll, man.
It's like you can't hit me in the balls. My balls already been crushed.
Hey, he's just getting rid of something he doesn't need.
Yeah. that's the running? What the fuck is this? Okay, I realized one horrible flaw from one of these cheats I put in.
Mm-hmm.
One of the cheats I had was infinite health, and it also gives the enemies infinite health.
Oh, well then that's just pointless.
Yeah, so it's like, you know, I'm gonna turn this one off at least. Give myself at least infinite lives, because like that's the one that's more important. Because I don't want to be stuck here, like, you know, struggling all night, like, ah, oh, fuck, I need to repeat this stage again.
Yes, we are beating this game. Well, we meaning you. So screw it. Game Genie it is.
I was thinking first for a minute, like, what? I didn't even want to come out. Already I can tell what's the biggest problem with this game. It's like the AI is just dumb as it's just dumb as nails right now.
Well, I think a lot of those brawler games have that problem.
No, here's the thing though, it's like you at least with Final Fight they at least have like the gumption to stay within arm's length. Here it's like they're staying like at least like a screen away from you, like, come on! Are you afraid of me or something? Come on!
Yeah,
you can't be this.
really, with these kinds of games you get one of two types of AI. The, oh my god, they're swarming me, will you guys fucking just come at me one at a time? And the, guys, I'm right here. Right here, guys. Guys, right here. Come at me, bro. Come at me.
And this is the other side, because look at this. The guy just doesn't want to come out. Like, it looks like we're going to be here for a while.
Not going anywhere for a while? Grab the Snickers.
I can go for a Snickers right now.
I could too, actually. All I have right now is a cup of tea. It's not quite the same. Because my house, for no reason, is unnecessarily cold. I go outside, I'm like, oh, it's perfectly normal. I go inside the house, and like, my house is freezing. How is that possible? So it might not look like winter here in California, but it sure as hell feels like it inside this house.
Oh yeah, especially at night. Yeah, it's like we're retaining the cold.
Yeah, it's because I think you and I both live in places that have really crappy like insulation. So when it gets night, all the cold seeps into the house, and then it becomes day. The cold doesn't leave.
Yeah.
And just at a certain point, you're like, oh, come on. If it's going to be warm outside, it can at least be warm. But don't worry, because in the summer, all the lack of insulation means all the heat seeps into the house and doesn't leave. So you're just screwed regardless.
Ooh, public transportation.
But you know what? I really like these kind of beat-em-up games. And I really kind of wish they'd make them now.
The last really good one I remember playing was actually Scott Pilgrim vs. the World.
Yeah, that was actually a really good one. That game was surprising to me, because I played that on a recommendation of a friend. That friend being Miguel.
Yeah, it's a really good game. That's surprising. That's a really good game. It's the only problem is like, really, I had to pay for online. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's kind of screwed up. Well, because I didn't want to play the game because one, movie-based game, and two, movie-based game based on a movie I was kind of so-so on. Like, I live on the internet, therefore I had a lot of people who were like, oh my god, the best adaptation ever, and I'm like, yeah, not really. Like, if they designed this as a fun, crazy animated movie, it probably would have been way better. And all the stupid little, like, gimmicky shit that was on screen, I was just like, come on, man.
As a matter of fact, the game did a better job of doing all the gimmick stuff than the movie did.
Yes, the game was great in that regard. So it was one of those things where I was a big fan of the movie, and my friend's like, no, the game is actually awesome. It is like the referential side-scrolling beat-em-up you've always wanted to play. And I'm like, I don't know if I've ever wanted to play a referential side-scrolling beat-em-up, but I'm willing to give it a try. And yeah, great game. And it shows that you can make games like that, although, yes, paying for online mode is freaking stupid. That should have just been incorporated into the game. But other than that, you know, I feel we're in an age where we could totally bring these back. They're fun for co-oping. If the game's set up right, like I've only played Double Dragon Neon solo, and I think it's a decent solo game.
Yeah, it's a decent solo game, but the thing is, the problem is these types of games tend to like wear itself thin like after a while.
Yeah, and that's where the co-op comes in, because then it's whatever you and your friends are doing. You go like, oh man, did you see that, or what have you. You know,
yeah.
Or if you have the games that allow you to do like double like team attack things, like in the Streets of Rage games are very much for that. Where playing Streets of Rage solo is not particularly fun. Playing it with a friend is awesome. Because you have so much more fun when you can do like the double moves and feel all cool when you're taking down thugs.
Yeah, I think that's like the best example of like how they should be making a game. It's like that game did well. Like the game was not too short, but not like excruciatingly long.
Yeah, and some of the games, just to get back to kind of what we're playing, for those who don't know, the game we're playing, Rival Turf, is part of a franchise in Japan called Rushing Bee. And in the third game, which I played, and that was kind of my reintroduction to this franchise on accident, it has like 17 levels or something like that, plus like branching paths. And I'm like, when I found that out, I got to like level 6 or 7. I'm like, I gotta be at the end of the game, right? And I lost all my continues. Looked it up, and I'm like, 17? Are you kidding me? Even if me and my brother were playing this together as a team, we'd just get bored after a while. But yes, we get it. We're fighting the same 3 thugs over and over and over again.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. It's like sometimes the tedium of these types of games can be like really bad.
Yeah.
Like as much as I like the X-Men arcade game, that's the kind of game that's like you need those 6 people, and you need those 6 people to be physically right there with you to be playing it. Because if not, playing by yourself, it's not a good experience. That game.
Yeah. I did that game online on Xbox Live, and I just remember going through it going like, well, this is great, except for everyone keeps stealing the items I need. Like the little health thing or whatever would appear, and someone else would grab it, and I was like, thanks. Or someone has their power thing ready to go, and I'm like, dude, I'm surrounded by freaking Reavers. Do you think maybe? Do you help me out a little bit here? Think you could use that and blow those guys away? No. And not the best Xbox Live experience. I will say that.
I've had better experiences with that game apparently, but the thing is, I played it like I got the day it came out, so it's like, I think it benefited me from playing it when it came out.
Yeah.
So that way, when it came out, I feel there's a lot more. I feel like there's a lot more people playing it, and a lot more decent people playing it instead of just these like whatever's playing it, randos.
Yeah. But I mean, Miguel has a Simpsons game on his PS3, and we did that all like hanging out, style, and that was so much more fun than that game is like going solo, and it reminds you of being at the arcades, which is what.
Yeah, that's why I said it's like the best way that you play those games is if you have if you have Skype on and you know the people that you're playing with.
Yep. Because if you have that going, then it's a lot more fun.
Mm-hmm. City Stadium.
Goodness, they chose a name that doesn't sound generic at all. Yes, it's interesting to see how length can actually make a game experience less fun. Because I know we always, the general rule, especially amongst reviewers nowadays, is to always do the whole like, can you believe this game is only 3 hours long? And I go, right, but based on the type of game, that might be too long.
Yeah, because for example, if this game was like the length of Metal Gear Solid 5, I would have been like, no, stop.
Yeah, like we're gonna play the first 4 levels, and then we're never going to speak of this again.
Yeah. Because like how many hours did I clock in? I think I want to say like 80 hours into the game. Somewhere on that lines. I know you haven't been paying attention. It's like, how many times did I stream that game?
I haven't seen your in-game clock, so I wouldn't know.
I think it's like around 100 or so hours.
The sheer amount of like streaming you've done of that game has been pretty.
That's what I'm saying. It's like the sheer amount of streaming alone should be like a proof that like that's a game that's like worth your money right there. But for example, if they made a game like this of that same length, I'd be like, screw this game. I don't want to see this game anymore.
Yeah, because by the time you get to level 20, you've been so burned out. I'm just punching the same thugs.
And the thing is, like, I think another thing that also helps in such a games, and like that's what I like about games, like as much as it gets a bad reputation, this is what I like about a game like this is what I like about Streets of Rage 3. Is like they give you variety in your moves to the point where it's like, okay, cool, I can like there's different ways of approaching the situation. Where it's like now you got like special moves and all that stuff. I guess
I think the issue I had with 3 is 3's fighting feels stiffer to me for some reason.
Well, that's why it's like it's different because like now you have to like be a little like those so you can like do a little bit more variety in moves.
Yeah.
But I guess at the same time like you can argue the same thing about 2, but that's a lot more looser. I guess what I'm saying is like 2 is still the pinnacle of all of this.
I would say that too. I would agree.
But like I said, because like I said, like Streets of Rage 2, it's good enough where it's like it's not that long. You don't feel burnt out by like the time you make it to stage 8. And as a matter of fact, I'm like, I can go for one more level after this. Matter of fact, whenever I play, I'm like, I'm just gonna play 2 more levels and go back and play 2 more levels. I just like need to fix that. I need to feed that fix, if you will.
Yeah. It's definitely in that category where you can play through and be like, man, she wants to do another run. Like, I'll just switch up my character and we'll just do another run.
I've done that where it's like I'll play the game. I played the game twice, like from beginning to end. And I was like, no,
at a party once. My friend whipped out his Genesis and we were playing Streets of Rage 2, and basically after they beat it, I think one of the players wanted to, get some food and what have you, and the guy whose game it was said like, well, I'm up for another round. I'm just gonna play as whatever Blaze this time.
Yeah, it's like that's a great thing. It's like,
we were all like, okay.
That's a great thing about that game. It's like, okay, I can play a different character and different tactics I have to use now to play this game.
Yeah.
Where it's like a game like and that's why I guess like a game like Stuck Building was good. But there's a weird ceiling to that game, unfortunately, where it's like it doesn't have that variety. You can do a lot of things, but once you figure out everything you can do, that's pretty much about it.
Yeah.
That's my only issue with Stop Building. I was like, amazing game. It didn't wear its welcome, but once you figure out what everything does, it's like, hey, I think you've seen it all at that point.
Yeah. And it's fun powering your character up to the point that you can like one-shot enemies and what have you. That there's a lot of fun to be had with that, but that's a lot of grinding.
Yeah, but once you grind to that point, it's like there's really not much to it after that. And the problem is too, everybody shares the same moveset.
Yes, that was my next point I was going to bring up. Like, it might be fun to grind up, but it doesn't matter if you're playing as Chow or you're playing as Scott or whoever. They're all exactly the same.
Yeah, that's my biggest issue. It's like the game is great, but it's like everyone they don't have like they don't have enough variety in their movesets to have you play it multiple times. I think one of the achievements is to play with all the characters. Like, really? Come on, no, I'm not gonna. Everyone plays the same. And
Yeah, that's the big flaw of the game. Is just if everyone was a little bit of like, oh, this is the speed character, he doesn't hit that hard. That's why I do like Streets of Rage, is that showed you the characters. They'll show you like power, speed, and whatever their other one was, special or something. And I loved that about that game.
Yeah, and the thing is too, each character felt different too. Like if you're using Skate compared to like Blaze, they're quick, but one of them is quicker than the other, and the other one can do a lot more stuff than the other. And they have a lot more like things to get out of like traps and stuff like that. Better than the other. So it's like you have like variety. Like you have variety in that game.
Yeah, and I generally like Axel or whatever the Axel equivalent is in each of the games, where I like the guy who's a little more balanced. That's what I've learned over the 20 times of playing. I'm like, oh no, I need the balanced character in this game because I don't like having to do like 4 combos to take a guy out. That just drives me crazy. But having this slow power guy just never really works for me either.
Which is weird because like I'm the guy who's like, give me Hagar, please.
Yeah, and I've always had that friend who likes using the Hagar type characters, and I'm like, good, you take him, I'll use Cody, we'll get this done.
Yeah. Or like if I'm feisty, I'll use Guy as well. Like I'm like, okay, cool. I like being uber quick. That's another game. That's another game. Was like I played it like not too long ago. I think I played it on stream. It's like that's another game. Was like yeah, like there's variety between Guy, Cody, and Hagar.
Yep.
And I don't feel like burnt out. I'm like I can go for like 2 more stages of this.
I remember watching it. You were playing. I can't remember if you were playing the arcade version or you're playing the Double Impact version, which I think are exactly the same. Yeah.
Double Impact is like. Go on.
I think they're basically the same, anyways. Of maybe 1 or 2 little differences. But watching you play through it, I'm like, oh wait, the game was that short? I don't remember it being that short. And I'm like, no, that's right. That's all the levels. Yeah, if they said 1 or 2 levels more, I wouldn't complain.
That's one of my like. It's weird that now in contrast, it's like they took out levels in the Super Nintendo version.
Yeah.
And it's like okay, fine, and
well, they took out a lot of stuff in the Super Nintendo version.
Yeah, that version's. There's a lot of things wrong with that game, but. What the fuck?
But it was still part of our childhood. But
yeah.
Playing that game solo, like you needed to have less levels because you just get burned out.
Well, no, it's just like the reason why they did is because like they couldn't fit in many bad guys on the screen. So it's like okay, fine. If we can't have this, then fine. And thank God they learned that lesson like with Streets of Rage 2 and stuff like that. And they came up with Final Fight 2, which your mileage may vary on that one, but I like the fact it's like okay, I can at least play 2 players. Okay, I'll say this much right now.
I never played the console Final Fight 2.
That one really does like wear out its welcome at one point. Like you're like, yeah, because it's like at one point I did feel kind of like this weird fatigue from it. It wasn't in a bad way. It was like, okay, I'm at the final boss, and I beat the final boss. I don't want to ever see this game ever again.
Yeah, you don't want that. The 2 things you don't want to have happen while playing a game is to sit there going like, okay, I beat it. Now let's never speak of this again. And then the other one is the whole like, man, I could be playing insert other game in that same genre right now.
With that said, Final Fight 3, I think it's it's like the pinnacle of like all the Super Nintendo ones. Because that game, it's not that long, and it gives you gives you literally like Street Fighter style like super moves for everyone.
Oh, that's kind of cool. Did they change up the cast list in any of those games?
In each of them, like the only consistent character in all those games is Hagar.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Because watching Final Fight,
I guess Cody was too busy being in jail for no reason.
Yes, that's the explanation.
Because he's always in jail in like the alpha games and what have you, and I'm like, why are you in prison clothes? But what's the story? I haven't played the other sequels. I don't know the story. What is your deal, dude?
Well, his deal is that he just got into so after rescuing the city, he just kept on fighting.
Oh.
And he became so obsessed with fighting at the end. He's like, I just don't want to fight anymore. And it's funny because like some of the characters are like you could be the strongest fighter in the world, but you're just like you just literally get yourself to be a delinquent.
Yeah.
Because like, the guy can stop Hadoukens with a. What's up?
Or you go first.
I said the guy can stop Hadoukens with a rock. Think about that.
Which is pretty epic if you think about that. I'm shooting spiritual energy from my hands in a physical form. I'm gonna chuck a rock at you.
I'm just gonna chuck a fucking rock, or I'm gonna chuck this. I'm gonna chuck this like shiv at you, and that's it.
You can just pick up his knife, and I'm like, dude, cheating much? I'm like, granted, I don't know the rules of the Street Fighter tournament, but no one else uses weapons other than Vega. Actually, I think
Sodom.
Not Sodom. Sodom does, yeah. Not Eagle. Who was I thinking of?
Eagle, yeah.
Eagle has a weapon too. Yeah, I was right.
Yeah, Eagle's the one with the batons. What the fuck was going on right there? You'll see it when you'll see it. You'll see. You're like, what the hell is going on right there?
Hold on, I'm like multitasking.
No, that's you already missed it. You'll see it on the replay. But it's like I'll give you the description. One guy has his back to from the screen, and there's a guy bent over, like facing the screen. Technical, like, yeah. That just happened.
I like how my whole idea for this was we can talk about like the origins of rushing beat and stuff like that, and instead I've been so overwhelmed with other things that are on my list of stuff I need to do that it's like the good news is we're here talking and Ramses is playing. Well, the bad news is
yeah, the bad news is still got that stuff, but it's because here's the thing also with Russian beat. There isn't really much to talk about. I mean, they just, like, Jellico was like, let's just slap together a game and let's sell it to the United States. Oh, wait, it got popular? This game got popular around the world? What? We gotta make a sequel to this? Well, shit. Well, we kind of roll ourselves kind of in a corner here. Okay, different game now.
Well, what's weird is that, like, in Japan, they all keep, Russian Beat 1, 2, 3. And, it's not a bad game. I'm like looking at it going like, man, the graphics in Peacekeepers are really a step up from this.
I think it's just like, what, early 92, 93? Oh,
this was like near the original release of the Super Nintendo, I think.
Yeah, so it's like, yeah, I'm willing to forgive the game if it looks like this, if it came out that early. Yeah. But if it's like 1995, you're like, well, we got a problem there, son.
Yeah. Just give me a second here. Get the information on its release date. It is 1992.
Yeah, it's like that's like
oh, applesauce! It's made it to the Wii Virtual Console.
What?
Yes.
Wii or Wii U?
Both.
What? This game was so popular that it's like literally I can play it on both.
North America in 2011, for Wii, and Wii U 2015.
So
because obviously the system release dates were kind of different. So
well, it's more also because it's like some of these are not on the Virtual Console on the Wii U yet.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like, wait a minute. So you mean to tell me this game here is popular enough to warrant like a release on the Wii U Virtual Console, a reissue, if you will?
Yeah.
Jeez. We've been sleeping on this franchise. Where's all the fan sites? Where's my Uzi Nelson special guest character in fighting games for this game? For God's sakes! It's like we must be missing something. We must be missing something if that's the case. I am for certain. A random box of toxic. I don't know what it is, but I'm pretty sure I've now grown a third nipple. Oh, it's just a toxic. Maybe Toxic Avengers inside.
Oh man, if only you could transform like you can in Peacekeepers.
What?
Peacekeepers has this like I don't know how you trigger it. If you get your life down low enough and you've done enough damage on enemies or something, you get like a little power mode you can trigger. Or you go into this little power mode thing. And one of the characters, as part of his story, is that he transforms like into a monster because he was experimented upon.
Oh my god.
Okay, here's one of the changes they made between the original story and the new stories. The original story in Japan is that the main guy, when that one is called Rick, I think, is Rick. Yeah. So Rick's sister has evidence that could put this like criminal syndicate in jail or whatever, and she's been kidnapped. And so Rick's going to rescue her. In the American version, they made it that he's out to rescue his girlfriend.
How original.
Yeah.
Well, I will say this: it's like both of them sound kind of original. It's like, wasn't that the plot of Fatal Fury? The one for
No,
Japanese.
the original Fatal Fury was Geese Howard killed our adopted father who taught us martial arts. So we're gonna go get through the tournament and kill him.
No, that's Fatal Fury. I'm talking Art of Fighting.
Oh, Art of Fighting? Oh, yes, his sister got kidnapped.
Yeah. Well, no, it's like, didn't he?
And in a very Oedipal way, he also shoot, what the name's the main character in that one? Rio. Yeah. Rio had to also fight his dad because his dad was disguised as Mr. Karate.
Yeah, because wasn't it like Yuri had some sort of information about what was going on with Mr. Big? And they're like, shit.
I thought Mr. Big kidnapped her in order to have Takuma fight as his bodyguard or whatever.
I don't know. That series is weird as well. That's one of those games I'm gonna have to revisit one of these days. But then again, we got King of Fighters. Why is the fighting game like that have to have such a convoluted story?
It really was. It was, let's go rescue my sister.
What the fuck are you, like, this low rent, like, Vega right here?
Wait, it's just weird seeing that they change this from, I'm gonna rescue my sister, who's like a reporter who has evidence against this crime syndicate, into, we need to rescue my girlfriend and fight this crime syndicate. There's no reason for his girlfriend's kidnapping in the American thing that I can see. It's just his girlfriend was kidnapped. Rescue her. Which is all great, except for, like, it's his sister, so now it's just really creepy.
Well, like, it's brotherly love and stuff and whatnot.
Yeah.
Come on. Thank God I turned on the infinite lights. If I was playing this game any other way, I'd be like, God.
Oh, that's kind of interesting. So for Uzi, they actually darkened his skin up a little bit more in the US release. But otherwise, I think his story's the same. He's just a cop who uses wrestling moves because...
Why not?
I mean, look, Mike Hagar is the mayor of Metro City, and he just friggin' pile drives the shit out of, like, criminals.
Yeah.
So, I don't care if, like, a wrestler's gonna use it. A friggin' mayor in another town is just wrestling people to death. It's like, kidnap my daughter, you threaten my city? That's not how we do things here. That's how Sergeant Mayor Hagar does things.
Oh shit, I'm being taken to South America. Southern now. What the? Jeez.
So the original Japanese version of the game also had an opening, like, story crawl thing that they removed.
Yeah, I saw. It's like you just get to open the screen. That's it.
Yeah. They also shortened the ending, probably to remove any potential incest thoughts from people's minds.
Well, we'll see. We'll see how it looks when we get there.
Well, that's dumb. That's standard translation stuff. And yeah. I guess when the originally when a guy dies in the Japanese, it's a little symbol meaning death, and in the U.S. version they put an X over their face. Fun
yeah, I can see.
Like, that's fine. That's just standard localization.
Yeah, that's. We wouldn't know what that. We wouldn't know what that means. You can tell that this game was rooted in really Western Japanese like stuff because like. You see the names of the other games of the franchise. Mm-hmm. It's like they all share like kanji kanji games. Like okay, you're very Japanese. I respect that.
Well, they had like a fictional town in the Japanese version. They made it LA in this version, which both of us having lived here, that's not really what LA looks like.
It could have been LA like 1985 or something like that, but not. Not 1992, quote unquote, or whatever the hell this game's supposed to take place. There's a lot more hobos. Haven't been there like in the last couple of weeks. Yes, I would know about the hobos. Oh my God! Just don't get away.
I like this little thing in the reception. Side here on Wikipedia, they're talking about the reception. And here's a 2010 Nintendo Power also ridiculed the box cover art, saying that, quote, the marketing people on the game actually had a pretty outside-the-box idea, which should have really stayed off the box. After all, who is the target audience going to find more intimidating than thugs their own age? And I love this box. It's just basically, imagine 90s kid from Atop the Fourth Wall, for those familiar with that, the web series. And just two of them standing next to each other being like, yeah, rival turf.
It's like they got the most whitest like gangsters in the world. I swear to God. I don't know. I mean, that's another thing I realized. The Russian beat, not Russian beat. The sequel to this game, Ramble, and it had an even worse cover.
Okay, I'm looking it up. Now that you've told me that, I gotta find the Brawl Brothers cover.
Like, I don't know which one takes the cake, that one or this one.
I like how it's Brawl Brothers. There's only one dude on the cover.
It's both of them. Composite. It's composite Brawl Brother.
Yes, it's they took two people, mushed them into one, who is like doing like the Kool-Aid man busting through the wall thing. Oh my gosh. No! I think I know why I've never seen a copy of this game anywhere. Because anyone who like was given the solicitation looked at the cover and said, "No, we'll pass." It's cool.
I guess fine. I'm pretty decent. Thank you very much. Thanks for the gift, Nana.
Yeah.
Just like find a receipt, like try to get a better game.
Yeah. Oh my god, it was also released in '92. Wow, they rushed these Russian beat games out pretty quick.
Some say they must have rushed in and made those games.
Yeah. So maybe it wasn't a popular franchise, just Jaleco really wanted to make 3 games. Because it's like 92, 92, and 93. Now, in the defense of the first game, it may have released 91 in Japan. So maybe that was the case. Like, it was 1, 2, 3, but we got it here in the US in 92. And its sequel, which was not treated as a sequel in...
Maybe that's why it's like, maybe they did release both of them, and they're like, well, shit, we need to put something for the kids to buy.
You know what it may have literally been? That they had both games ready to go, and they just wanted to release both games. Like, we can't release one and then wait to see if it's popular to release 2, so let's just release both games and just call them something completely different. And then when Peacekeepers came around, they were like, yeah, who cares? Like, we didn't connect 1 and 2, so why would we connect 3? That actually might be the explanation, because now I'm seeing this really fast release. That may have been the case.
To be honest with you, I played Brawl Brothers and I'm like, that game did not, like, in terms of its looks, it did not age. It aged horribly.
Is this just another case of, like, part 2 just not being as good as 1 and 3?
Well, I don't even know how to play. I don't know. I'm saying in terms of looks, I think the game plays a lot better in that game.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, what I found interesting is that game has like a maze. I get lost in that fucking maze. Like, I'm done. I'm never going to see this game ever again after that. Eat pine cone.
Yeah, so in the original, the 2 leads make their return appearance. And in this one, they changed their name, but didn't really do anything else to change them.
Yeah, it's like, you could put 2 and 2 together if you knew it, but we didn't know that with night. We weren't that tuned into it in 1992.
Hello?
Creepy.
Alright. Okay, Alright. Yes. Business strikes again, people. I am the phone tree. Must give everyone else's messages instead of people talking to each other directly.
Oh, yeah, I hate that. You become a message carrier. You are the carrier pigeon.
Yep.
Stop hitting me. fuck name is
You know
Dingo.
what? It's just kind of interesting just reading through all this. But yeah, I mean, that's...
By the way, I'm not fast forwarding. That's the quote unquote walk, the quote unquote run button that was on the option button. It's just it just makes my guy do like a brisk walk.
Well, in Peacekeepers, you do like the double tap dash kind of thing.
Yes, you can also do that in Brawl Brothers, which is good because like at least now there's some sort of momentum to what you're doing here. It's just like I'm just taking a brisk fucking walk.
That kick looks so ridiculous.
Backward? With my balls sticking out?
Yeah. I love that suplex though.
Ah, fuck.
Just this crazy, like, how long is this guy's leg? There's a lot we can make fun of him, and we have kind of been making fun of it, but it's actually...
It's
like,
okay. It's...
If I remember the first game is actually pretty fun. And Peacekeepers is actually a pretty decent, albeit really long, game.
I'll tell you this
I've never
much.
played Brawl Brothers, so...
I'll tell you this much. The first couple of hours, the first like couple of stages of this game, I wasn't that impressed. But now that I got sort of like the rhythm of how this game works and stuff like that, I'm doing pretty much a lot better. I'm enjoying the game a lot more. But the thing is, like, I still say the biggest issue with me is like the AI is just like it's just dumb as fucking rocks. Look at this shit. See, he just backflips. It's like stop. At least like stay within arm's length, not like a screen length. For God's sakes. Because we're gonna be here like all night if that's the case. Oh God. Wow. What the fuck is this guy doing? He's giving me like the biggest purple nurple ever. Bro, he just like grabs my tits and just throws me around like what the fuck? You put me right through the toilet. Look at this shit! I am going to rub your nipples so hard.
Some of these throws do not look like, or hold thingies like, jeez. Purple nurple, now I'm gonna body slam you.
Yeah, look at this shit. It's like, and at first I was like, is this guy giving him like, this guy just like grabbing his balls? Like, no, it's like he's grabbing him somewhere. It's just.
It's interesting because in the just reading up on Brawl Brothers, they changed one of the second character, Douglas Uzi, if you want, but that's not what he's called in Brawl Brothers. But they changed one of his moves. In that game, he had an atomic drop from the front, which basically features a full-on groin shot, and they changed it to make it from the rear so that not so much a groin shot.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, either way, it's still kind of a wrestling move, doesn't matter. Like, it's one of those little censorship changes that never bothered me.
The worst part is this guy does it for like 20 seconds.
But you're seeing some of the moves these guys make, and like there was no like oversight on this game when it came over here.
Oh God, just stop. I was giving this game a lot of praise. You heard me. I was like saying, oh God, here we go again. 4, 5 fucking seconds! For fuck's sakes! Doesn't take that long to throw. Look at that! I just suplexed you like in 2 seconds. You take like 10 fucking seconds. Oh God. It's a little.
It's interesting as I'm reading up on Brawl Brothers, and I don't even know if the U.S. version has a plot. Like I can't find it. At least on the Wikipedia article I'm looking at, it doesn't have information on that. But the Japanese one is like, oh, they made clones of you and your friends to kill you as their revenge plan. And like, they should have just kept that plot. Because that plot is amazing. I will get revenge against Rick and his friends by cloning them and forcing them to fight each other.
Two, 3, 4, 5.
That does go on for a while.
I'm sorry, I had to count it. It's like How long is that really taking? I
think the ref should just show up and be like, hey, that's illegal move.
Like, hey, count to 5. You have till 5. You have till 5.
Also, this boss just doesn't die.
Well, it's because like we're in the late game already.
I know. This boss just doesn't, like, you've been fighting him for a while now.
Now you know what the problem is. It's like,
I will say that always been a problem for these kinds of games with bosses that just take way too many hits. And even the Konami ones have that problem a lot. Oh, slow down. I don't know if that's my stream or if that's...
that would be me.
Okay.
I think I'm going to play with a different emulator next time. Oh, I mean, I'm going to play a different Super Nintendo altogether. I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know. You know what? If this was on sale on the Virtual Console, I might be tempted. And then I hate myself afterwards.
I'm already hating myself already. Jeez.
Because just watching this boss fight does not make this game seem like fun at all. Oh, Schnapplesauce. And Brawl Brothers. Yes, Brawl Brothers is also on Virtual Console, both systems.
Oh, jeez. Oh yeah, you do know I'm gonna buy a Wii U, right?
Yes, I saw your post about that. You made your decision while listening to the soundtrack to Hyrule Warriors, which I feel is not entirely the, normal way to make your decisions. You just kind of...
Well, no, because I started thinking, like, what games do I want to play on PlayStation 4? Okay, I like Metal Gear Solid 5, but I already beat that already. Batman Arkham City, this and that. And it's like, okay, fine, but those are all like non-exclusives. Like, what do I really want to play that's exclusive? And it's like, okay, Bloodborne, Uncharted 4. That's about it. And then it's like Xbox One. Like, what do I want to play on Xbox One? Well, I don't want to play Halo because that's broken. I don't want Gears of War maybe, but I'm not really a big fan of Gears of War. And as like you said, there's just the other games that appear on other systems. I can buy on the other systems. What's on the Wii U that I can get? Well, here's this. It's like, okay, fine. It's exclusive.
There are a lot of unique titles, and Pokken Tournament is coming up. So for someone like me, that means a lot.
Did you see the direct where they announced it's like you can play as Shadow Mewtwo right after the start for the first editions?
No, I haven't seen the Nintendo Direct.
It's pretty good.
Unfortunately. Yeah, and I was looking at some of the things they were talking about, like some of the new trailers and what have you, and I was like, man, I feel like I could do a whole discussion of this.
We need to go back. We need to have a show eventually. Like when all the dust is settled. I know right now is not a good time, but that's one of the topics we need to discuss.
Yeah.
There just needs a picture of me expunging in great length about Dragon Quest 7 and 8 coming out the same fucking year.
Yeah, I know.
It's amazing.
I'm in for it. It's definitely one of my franchises I've always loved. So, although not every game in the series is all that great, but I do love that franchise. You don't talk about things I wouldn't mind to stream. Just stream through a Dragon Quest game.
I've been thinking
because people can check in at any point, and I could basically synopsize what's happened. Because most of the games do not, even when their stories are complex, they're not really complex.
I've been meaning to do something like that now that I have a little more free time here coming up. So it's like I'm gonna start doing that. Maybe that's one of the games. Either that or start a completely new Final Fantasy, like maybe play 6 or something like that. But
I kind of want to go through part 1, like not one of those insane runs that some people do, because I don't have the time or patience to do an insane run, but just like a standard, use the characters I generally like run.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind to play one of the later editions that allow you to use more than 4 letters for your name, so I can actually have each of us in the game or something.
There's a
team of a Miguel, Ramses, Jared, and whoever I want to make the 4th person.
I call Fighter.
Alright. I was gonna go Red Mage, so.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
High intellect.
Yep. But I still like stabbing things occasionally.
Yeah. Fuck!
What the hell? I don't know if this game is beatable without using cheats. Even if you have 2 players, I think you both come from the same continue stock.
Yeah.
So
I'm very sure, but the thing is, like, it's just like this game.
As I'm watching you go through this part, I'm like, God, this just doesn't end. I'm sorry, Ramses.
Oh no,
I'm sorry,
I don't mind.
The Russian Beat series has forced you to have to go through this tedium.
No, it's not. Like I said, this is not a bad game. It's just like these guys won't go down. I must be doing something completely wrong in that case.
Level not quite complete. We're moving on to something else. There we go. I like how we decided the name for this is Ramses and Jared Ramble On.
Well, that's something I just came up on the fly.
I dig that. It's better than my talking shit about games or something like that. It's like my option. I'm like, no, we need something better than that. So this is kind of nice.
Well, like I said, like that, like desperation brings out the best idea. See, that guy's he's like taking a whiz. I don't know what's going on.
There's some weird character positionings. Yeah. No, I totally see the guy. He's just, and then he just walks through the box, and yeah, as you do.
Think about that. And there's a guy kneeling. There was a guy kneeling right in front of him.
I'd grab that wrench, but it's probably gonna smell like piss.
Oh, love this guy's name is Arnold. Make an allusion to you.
Well, I mean, you go through some of the localization names for Final Fight. You get like Axel and Slash in there.
True.
Or the awesome one, which is always Mega Man X5.
I got that.
It's not a bad game. It's just the localization's a little weird. But I kind of dig it. Just, you know what? The Mega Man is supposed to have like music pun names, so why not? Otherwise, you could get problems like when some of the cutscenes, especially the stuff from like, God, was it 8? Yeah, it's like 8's cutscenes where it's bass, it's bass, it's music pun, and Dr. Ryrie. Oh man, I love that run animation. Completely changes. Nope, your character just like is briskly walking.
That's what I'm saying. It's like this guy's just like briskly walking. What the fuck?
Shouldn't you actually have a different character positioning when you're actually running? It's like nope, shuffle.
That's gonna be like 5 lanes of programming that we don't have right now.
Hey, these fat dudes like make a return appearance in probably all the games. But you know, I will say the one thing at brawlers that, especially when you play it solo or even when I'm watching you, that kind of get to me is it gets really tiring fighting the same dudes over and over again, except for their pant color is different.
Pant color is different, or like they actually take the time to actually make him a completely different guy, make him like black or something like that, make him Asian.
You're nice, but they almost never do.
Yeah, you can only do so much on Super Nintendo.
Yeah. Like, I understand the limitations of the system, it's just, you have fought these fat wife-beater dudes, like, on the next screen you're gonna fight yet more fat wife-beater dudes, just wait for it. I'll say this one thing that they did as an upgrade, and like I said, I'm missing part 2 here, is when you would get to the end of the screen like that, you'd usually have to go through a door in Peacekeepers, and I kind of dug the going through a door thing. Just because it made it feel more connected rather than this just screen fades to black and then you're in a new location and it doesn't feel like there's a connectiveness.
Quick, Google Earth Defense Force.
Which one should I be looking for?
Just look for it in general.
Okay.
I want to know who made it because there's a poster here of Earth Defense Force here. I'm like, did Jalico make those games?
So that franchise has been around forever and a half.
Yeah, that's why it's like, did they make it? Oh my god, I'm feeling. I'm about to pick a fight here with Blue Demon.
Oh, this is weird. Wikipedia entry only has 2000s series of Earth Defense Force. So it's not that one that I'm looking for, it's an older version of the game. Which is probably why it feels like it's so old, because there's probably just a previous game that wasn't Earth Defense Force called Earth Defense Force.
Yeah. Ah, for fuck's sakes.
Oh, there we go. That's a Super Nintendo box. Yep, it is Jaleco.
Okay, cool.
This box looks kind of cool. It has all these like little starfighters shooting stuff. Let me watch this. The Japanese games can seem a little different.
No, it should be that.
Horizontal scroll shooter. And... Ooh, it has cooperative mode. Nice. Yeah, it's just the same game. Just the one I'm thinking of, the 2000 series, is a completely different game made by a completely different company.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not really into the scrolling shooters, but the game sounds kind of cool. But yeah, I'll say this, and it goes for the Rushing Beat series as well, is that they take on a lot of different genres of their games. Apparently, I bet if I went through more Chaleco games, I'd probably find that, oh, that's this genre, that's this genre. They do it very well. Like, I want to call any of these games in the series the best brawler you have to play, OMG. Like, if for that case, that definitely goes in my book to, like, as the aforementioned Streets of Rage 2, Double Dragon 2, I really love. The arcade version kicks my ass so hard, but it's still a lot of fun. And then, if we're going to add in the weapon-based games like this, then, obviously you want to throw in, like, Golden Axe, Knights of the Round, stuff like that. But it's definitely one of those games where this is... If you want to show someone, like, what every brawler essentially should play as, this is it. This is maybe a little paint by numbers, but it's not a bad paint by numbers.
Yeah, there's a lot of worse games like this. There are much worse games. There are a lot worse games.
Oh, there's some terrible brawlers out there. Where your character just moves really slow and punches really slow. But yes, I mean, if you want to play a brawler, Streets of Rage, River City Ransom, there's some great choices out there that are way better than, any of the Russian Beat games. But also, I like how our thing says we're playing the Peacekeepers, even though we're actually playing the first game. That's my bad, folks. I had Ramses change it the last second, and we didn't change the.
Oh fuck!
Tags. What's up?
No, this fucking blue demons like trying to pick a fight with me here.
Oh, okay. So I saw the dude. Okay, their walk animation for all characters, and especially the run animation, looks really stupid.
Iceman. El Hombre de Yellow.
Really feel that he should have like a nice little overcoat, some glasses. And yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
Secondary joke. I think you should be in an airplane, but that's just me. Although, just the way he moves is just like so sporadic and weird.
It's like, are you running? Is that your running animation? Or is that?
He looks like he's dancing. He's like, I gotta beat, gotta dance and kick. Like, he's not trying to fight you, he's just doing a dance routine and you keep getting in the way of his feet. I like how the little life bar keeps changing in color as you bring it down, so it's not one of those ones where, like... Okay, I'll put it this way, because there's certain games that are like this that just have the life bar that just goes across the screen, and it can get so distracting, versus this one where, you do X amount of damage and it changes its color, and finally you get it to the color where you're actually doing...
Actually, I like the life bar more, because at least I know how much life I need left.
I find it too distracting when it goes all the way across the screen, though.
Well, like I said, it's like maybe like I used to play games like Alien vs Predator where they do that. And it's like, oh, okay, cool. I gotta hit the.
I played plenty of games that do it. Wait, now it's back to blue again? What the fuck? Okay, I take it back. You might be right on this one because like the color keeps changing, but it then keeps rotating back to other previous colors. I'm just confused. Also, that weird thing where he like just kneels down. Is he like praying? What the hell is he doing when he does that?
I think it's like that's your sign to like hit him.
Oh, okay. So he's like taking a breath. He's
Yeah.
like, okay.
Okay, I spent too much. I gotta I spent too much. I gotta get my composure here. The room's spinning here. Give me a minute. No hitsy. No hitbacks.
Come on, bro. I just need a breather, bro. Come on, chill out.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Now I think he's actually at a damage point.
Yeah.
I like how you finally found a good strategy that works for taking him out, though. I mean, I'm sure all these bosses have it, but man, his movement animation is really bothering me. I think it's one of the biggest flaws in this game, actually. I would just put to the movement animation feels so... And like I said, if this was the Super Nintendo had just come out, I'd be like, oh my god, look how much better this looks than, like, Double Dragon 2. Like, the characters look like actual people, and, you know, they're moving... But, like, comparing this to Streets of Rage, the movement and animation is just so choppy that it really bothers me. Did you ever see, there's like a little web video where the Streets of Rage guys are like fighting some dudes, and like, no, we're just hipsters. And then it shows some other guy, and it's like, is that guy a hipster too? No, that's a hobo. Streets of Rage! And they're just wailing on the hobo. It's using the game sprites. It's freaking hilarious.
Oh, finally, finally I can start hitting you. Oh god.
Yeah, I'm changing on this one. I liked it conceptually at first, but since his life bar keeps changing, it kept changing colors like every time you did a combo, that I was like, wait, are you actually damaging him, or is he regenerating? Because it's used yellow like 3 times.
No, we cycled through like every other shade of yellow.
Yeah, and this is completely ridiculous. You really need that throw move was... Some of the animations in this game are really weird. His little grabbing, bashing throw thing. Stage 5 clear!
Fight to the finish. Hopefully this is the end of the game. And that's not the thing I want to be saying for a game like this.
Oh man, you were fighting through like... I guess this was one city, but the way the map looks, it kind of looks like Canada. An American goes to Canada beating the crap out of every Canadian he can.
The most friendliest, like, you know, the most friendliest group of, like, bad guys he's ever fought. Don't hurt me, yeah, I'll walk away.
There, we can help you out. Just...
No, don't finish it up, I'll finish it up for you. Don't worry about that, E. Most polite.
Just wanted to offer you some poutine. Oh, stop punching me, eh? Also, pro tip to our listeners, poutine. It is amazing. Oh man, I'm so glad you put on the infinite lives so we can actually see how this game ends.
Yeah, that's why it's like I did the same thing too with I did it with Gunstar. No, I actually played that game straight.
Oh, you played that from Legits.
Yeah, I played that Legitsies. That's good.
And beat it. So.
What was the other game I played? That's like I had to turn on the cheats because if not, I was gonna like lose my mind.
Well, we talked about doing that for Doom Troopers.
Oh god, yeah, that's right.
We decided not to play Doom Troopers, and it'd be way more fun to play Gunstar Heroes.
No, because
which is absolutely true. Gunstar Heroes is 1,000 times better than Doom Troopers.
Well, no, I have. Oh god, it's like I was playing it the other day. Because like I just barely played on Doom Troopers the other day. It's like, okay, Doom Troopers. Let's see what this is all. It's like, you know. Oh, give me a fucking break! I can't fight. Okay.
Was that guy like climbing the door?
No, he's like doing push-ups on the side of the door.
Okay, that was weird. I understand they're trying to give like a little more life to this world and have the characters, you know, doing actual stuff like that dude who looked like he was peeing. But at the same time, it feels so massively unnecessary. Though, it is kind of weird for the bad guys to just be standing there waiting for you to get there. Like, oh, we should go attack the guy. No, this screen isn't here yet. But he's right there. So he's already beaten up like 4 of our dudes. No, we gotta wait for the screen. Ah, there's the screen. Let's get him.
He's in our sights. Let's go. Like you're really just like no. Unless we see him, we don't make eye contact or anything like that. Just ignore everything you see. Ignore everything you hear until it's right at you.
Yeah. I do like this game how when you Streets of Rage has this as well, where when you throw guys and they hit into the other guy, it actually knocks that guy down too.
Oh yeah, that's what I like.
Some of the later Double Dragon games have done that as well, actually, now that I think about it.
No, you can. Oh, you've always done that in Double Dragon. I guess it wasn't implemented. I don't think it was implemented well enough in the NES version.
Okay, yeah, that's where more of my experience with the original game comes from.
Yeah, because I know you can do that in Double Dragon Advance.
Okay. Man, just how much damage these guys do.
I don't know, but it's like this is like this is definitely the final level. If I just saw like one of the bosses, just like willy nilly out here, it means on the final boss section, and that means that these guys are just gonna.
It's gonna do what you're gonna have to do a boss rush.
Yeah, oh fuck me! I gotta fight. I gotta fight.
Yeah, no, Streets of Rage has that as well, and I hate it.
I actually like the one Streets of Rage. It wasn't that bad.
I just don't like boss rushes in general. It's the same thing with Hyperstone Heist. I love, except for the fact that we have to do a boss rush level, and I'm just like, ah. But at the end of that boss rush level, you get to fight the dude from the movie.
No, that's
last week or 2 weeks ago. I'm talking about Tatsu.
No, that was still like the second level, dude.
Oh, then who's the final boss at the end of the boss rush of that?
I think it's Krang?
Oh, maybe it is Krang. It's been a while since I played Hyperstone Heist. I would love to play Hyperstone Heist again. I still have my copy. Though I think I only have one functional Genesis controller at this point. I need a second.
Well,
Genesis
I get some Skrilla in soon, so hopefully I'll play a swap me and see what I can find.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those harder things to. Oh, another phone call. Hello? Okay. There we go. That hopefully will be the end of it. Yeah, it's the joy of my life.
Here's the thing I also noticed too. To use your crash ability, like the screen crash ability, instead of taking away life, it takes away like how many guys you've beaten up.
Huh, that's different. In Peacekeepers, you just get a little marker, so you get X amount that you can use.
Yeah, here it's like you get the more people you beat up, the more you get those more you can actually use your you can use your special ability. But I was like noticing, it's like, do I like whenever I did my special, I'm like, wait a minute, like does that take away life? No, but that takes away like okay. I was just like, I think I should have stopped.
Total, does that have any effect on anything? I know it doesn't change the ending, so is it just a score-based thing then?
I don't even know. I think it's just like. Jeez, that kick is ridiculous. Look at that. Your standing kick is even more ridiculous than your jumping onto kick.
Yeah. That weird mid-air splits. It's not even splits. I mean, it is splits, but it's like not your regular split. I don't even know how to explain that kick. Also, how's it gonna hit anyone ever?
Look, get off of me, Milli Vanilli, for God's sakes! What's they look like? Look at their fucking costume.
It's absurd.
Well, it is a part. Like I said, this is a byproduct of the '90s, so it's like.
Yes, the early 90s. That's why some of these characters look like they're still stuck in the 80s, and other characters just look absolutely ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. There's a game I would love to play, and it's like you go look for this game. It's called Franco the Mad Revenge. It's for I think it's for the Amstrad. Or no, it's not for the Amstrad. It's for the Amiga.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like it's the most weirdest it's like Final Fight. If Final Fight took place in like in like some sort of in like post Follow the Wall Berlin, where they just barely discovered fucking rock and roll, and everyone looks like Oh god. It's the most the most ridiculous bullshit I've ever seen in my life. If you think this is bad, that game just takes the cake. And then it's like the voice samples they took from Final Fight, but then they added in their own things. I'll link it to you later. I think I'll also link it to our Facebook and also on our Twitter, just so people can see the insanity of that game.
Yeah, that's definitely one of those things where, you know, I've never heard of that, and maybe there's a reason I've never heard of it. But man, that sounds really strange. Yes, we'll go strange for now. Let's use that.
Why there's like a delay when you knock someone down? It's like, did you hit him? Yes or no? Like, okay, I hit him.
It's a little computer, little flow chart. Was the enemy hit? Yes, no, yes. Fall to ground now.
Son of a... Stay put!
No one ever stays dead in this universe.
Nope, because they just keep on repeating over and over and over and over and over. It just never ends. Jeez Christ. Oh joy, I'm dead again. I make it sound like a dead velociraptor.
It's one of those things where I've noticed that your two options in this game is you're unbeatable, or like you just can't get a punch in.
What? Oh! Fuck you! Fuck you, Iceman! Look at this bullshit!
Now I gotta keep my eyes open. Wait, is he teleporting now?
Yes!
What the fuck is that shit?
This is easier to hit now, but it's like... Fuck! Like, quit with the invincibility! Oh god. I think the game knows what, like, the game knows when you're bad mouthing it. It's just like extracting its revenge on us.
Don't you talking crap on me, bro? No one talks crap on me. Not me, bro.
Oh my god. Oh my god! You're right, it just keeps on repeating!
Yeah, it's one of the kind of sloppiest things I've ever really seen in a game like that, where I'm like, come on! Is he doing damage or not? Are you generating? I guess anything. Let me know, please.
Well, continue on what you're doing, so you might be here for a while.
Life Force code costs are ridiculous. At the very least, you know you're doing damage to the enemy. At the very least, it feels like you're making some progress.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I at least like about like games like Alien vs Predator, where they have like a big old stupid life bar. I know when I'm hitting something.
Yeah.
I know I'm doing damage to the Queen Alien here. It's like, how am I hit? So I need to take you down. Oh, for fuck's sakes! Yeah, you're right. You're right. Thank God I put the infinite lives. Now we went in here, bro. I would have rage quit a long ass time ago.
Oh, well, you would have gotten game over, and you'd be like, do you want to play again? No. no, I don't. Thank you very much.
Now, this is falling into like trap of like, I don't ever want to see this game ever again. If someone gives me this game on like virtual console, I will punch him.
Like I said, it was that moment at first where I was like, you know what, this wouldn't be too bad on virtual console, and then as I'm watching you play it, I'm like, never mind, no, fuck this game.
The worst part is that, you know the worst part is? You know the worst part? I'm gonna play Brawl Brothers after this, like, once we're done, just to see if it's just as ridiculous.
Yeah.
I'm gonna regret it. Watch.
Yes, you will. You will very much regret it. You're like, why did I do that to myself? I'm like, I don't know, Ramses. But maybe at that point I'll be cooking dinner, so it won't matter.
Well, no, I'm not gonna play it on stream. I'm just gonna like play it like casually.
Oh, just for self-hating reasons.
Yeah. But then I already have enough reasons already. Okay. Ah, my liver. And that was the last of Iceman.
He's dead.
Dude, I just recuperated life with a stick of butter. That's awesome. Ow. Stop throwing grenades.
It really hurts.
Well, it's like, for fuck's sakes. It's like, it's only compounding worse that these enemies don't want to stay put. Well,
yeah.
Not that they don't want to stay put, it's like, could you program to do, like, something like surround you at least? Like any other, like, fucking boss would? Like any other, like, fighting, like, you know, side-scroller enemy would? Okay, this sounds like final boss music right here. What the fuck? I'm fighting Mr. Karate! His name is Big Al!
Oh man, he's all just meditating and stuff, and oh crap, it is Mr. Karate. But he's Big Al instead.
It's what
By
he
the way,
does.
Big Al, I hate to tell you that like a few more years after this game comes out...
He's throwing fucking Hadokens! What the fuck?
That game is like 10 layered... It's like 7 layered dip of ridiculous.
What the fuck?
Dude, did he just do like Bison's little flying?
He's doing everything.
He did it like at an angle, but it was like Bison's little move there.
He's doing everything. He's doing the yoga fires. He's throwing fireballs. Look at this shit. Big fucking hell.
Oh, he's doing the cheap off-screen Hadouken. That's not fair. You can't go off-screen. I like how he bounces around. He's just like, I'm bouncing around, bro.
I can do this.
Waltz too. That's cute. Oh, finally, that kick actually hit something.
Oh my god.
Well, it said Big Al was like the head of the gang, but I didn't think he'd be this weird, ridiculous asshole that he is. I was expecting some dude in a suit who, like, half the boss fight would just be him sending it villains, like, would take 2 punches.
I didn't expect Geese Howard!
Yes. Geese Howard's slightly less fit and much more bouncy older brother.
Al Howard.
Our family is made up of Geese, Krauser, and Big Al.
Big Al Howard.
I feel like it's gonna be difficult to play because we just keep making jokes. But this guy's not making it like he's not a boss you can take seriously.
We intentionally taught him wrong just to spite him. That's what.
Oh man. I want to know the explanation in the Japanese for why the head of like some sort of criminal syndicate that sells drugs is like super magical martial artist.
Like what? Oh, God.
Like, then again, his plan for revenge in part 2 is I will make clones of Rick's friends, and Rick will have to fight them.
Okay, that should finally take him out. Hopefully. Oh God. Mercy, please.
If he transforms into a nope, stage clear. Done. Let's move on.
You have destroyed the cage from coast
It's
to
better
coast.
the ending.
You have not destroyed my will. I will recruit more young people. I will build an even more
I
powerful
will keep those
gang.
guys from the cover of the box.
I will.
They're hip 90s kids.
Oh God! I gotta take a fart. I gotta go down the cellar. I don't think he's building anything anytime soon.
Oh,
Oh!
I don't think he'll be.
No, why? The next line is amazing. That's a keeper right there.
What the buddiest of good guys?
No, the baddest of good guys.
Okay, baddest of good guys.
And that's
Wait,
it.
so the game doesn't even show him like rescuing his sister/girlfriend?
Nope.
It's like we stopped his gang. The end. What about the girlfriend? Shut up.
She
So,
died
yeah,
in transition.
Japanese one involves his sister showing up going, I have the evidence. And it's like, yay. Oh my god. Also, Coast to Coast, I thought this was supposed to take place in LA.
No, because didn't you see when I was in a helicopter after I beat like
Oh yeah, that's true. You did travel to
when I beat low rent Vega.
Yeah, that's right. Dude, this guy's syndicate was like all over America. That's there's pretty hardcore. I like how the plot line of rescuing your girlfriend, sister in the Japanese version, just to make things weird, never resolved. you just assume. And thankfully, we're the baddest of good guys.
Yeah, we're the baddest of good
Which
guys.
should be the new descriptor for us on something. It should just say like Jared and Ramses, the baddest of good guys.
Oh, God damn it! But I'm only willing to do it if one of us changes our name. If one of us changes our name to Big Al.
It's not gonna happen because of South Park.
I know, but still, it's like. What the fuck was that shit?
Oh my god, you notice this during the game playing itself? For each character, like ally character, it just says Flack. Their names, I mean, Jack's last name is Flack. Yes, he's Jack Flack. But the other guy's like Uzi something or other, but it's not Flack because they're not related.
Yeah.
So it means in this, I don't know if that's the way it is when you play normal 2 players, and if it is, that's a major oversight. Oh, there it is. There's your ranking of how many people have been killed.
Jesus Christ, this was a trip, man. It's like there's a part of me that's like I was a part of me that's like why did I agree to this? And then it's like I don't regret just because of Big Al.
1, yes, and 2, we're probably the only people who've gone through Ramble Turf. Who else has dug out this piece of crap?
Oh God.
And the sad part is, it's not even that bad of a game. It's just very ridiculous at times.
It didn't age. Let's just say that
It did not age well. No, not at all.
Like in a day of age where we have games like Streets of Rage and Final Fight, you have to have this kind of game just to like make things feel like to make those games look better.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know what else to say other than Big Al. I give it a Big Al out of 10.
Okay, now in this version it does say Nelson there, so I guess it's just a weird glitch for that.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. This game is. I don't know. I honestly don't care.
I'll give my final thoughts. You give your final thoughts, and we can wrap up.
Oh fuck.
My final thoughts is, well, I think I figured out why Rushing Beat got its story changed because when 2 games come out in the same year, obviously setting them up as a 1 and 2 when part 1 probably wasn't even all that popular, totally makes sense. There's probably a reason why these games aren't remembered particularly well by people, because while they're not bad games, they're not like the world's greatest brawler either. So being kind of right in the middle field doesn't really put it in a way where it's like, oh, this game's terrible, we need to make fun of it, or this game is great, you have to play it. This is your run-of-the-mill beat-em-up from the 90s. And so, yeah, this game's kind of weird, kind of ridiculous, and totally not worth playing without cheating like Ramses did. What are your final thoughts, man?
Fuck this game. It's tedious. It's long. Enemies don't want to go down. It does a lot of things that it shouldn't. but at the same time, it's compounded by making things worse by making just painfully average. Like there's signs of a good game in here, but
Yeah.
it's just like if they had time to nurture those good things, it would have been a better game. But they didn't, and and because that the game suffered a lot, and for a game that was released in '92, where you had the half-assed version of Final Fight on the Super Nintendo, this would have been a better alternative.
Yeah, because at least you can play 2 players.
But this is 2015, and it's like there are better games to play that 2-player co-op and that do the job a lot better. All I gotta say is, like, if you really want to play, just see it for the ridiculousness of Big Al.
Yes. And now I'm curious about, going through Brawl Brothers and seeing some of the silliness of that. We may have to do a part 2 if you're willing to, like, endure it.
Well, I'll do it if there's more, if the game has promised me more Big Al. That's
I don't know well, no, because remember they had to change all the names. So while it may still be Big Al, he's not gonna be named Big Al.
I just want the ridiculousness, because that's.
But I know that game is shorter because it said that, like, it's only like 4 or 5 levels versus this thing's 6 really freaking long levels.
Yeah.
So hopefully that game doesn't have really freaking long levels and it's slightly shorter and thus be slightly more enjoyable. And we could talk about the clone plotline of that one. That'll be fun. But until then, I think Ramses needs a handbrake. I need to go and get dinner ready because I'm already, if anyone who's listening, I've been dealing with phone calls about dinner things. So, yeah. So until next time, you can catch us on Hitbox a lot. Ramses is almost always streaming because Ramses is awesome that way. And that is our hitbox.tv/secret stage. Also, twitch.tv/secret stage is where you'll usually find Miguel rocking some Destiny.
And I've been streaming in both places too, because I've been noticing that, like, there's a lot less people coming to Hitbox at an alarming rate.
Yeah.
So just to cover my own butt, I might do, like, some Twitch streams here and there, just from time to time. Like today, yes. I streamed from both Twitch and from Hitbox, and on YouTube.
Yeah. So I mean, it's always good to kind of do that and just promote the other stuff. If you want to know where we're streaming, of course, you can go to our Secret Stage Twitter and go and follow us. It is SR_Secret Stage. You can find us at Facebook, Secret Stage Games, on YouTube, Secret Stage Games, and you can always find me and Ramses always kind of goofing around on almost every social media. So
yeah, if you know us personally, and like just give us like a holler, we'll talk to you and all that good stuff.
Yep, we're always open for anyone who has a request for a stream. We're always open to stream.
Pending that we have the game also.
Yes, pending that we have the game. So yeah, until next time, this is Jared for Ramses saying, game over and winners don't use drugs.
And it's a secret to everyone. Oh, I almost fucked that one up. Fucking Big Al.
Yeah. And Big Al. It's really just more about Big Al.